Morning everyone, and welcome to our first Sing Sunday of Homechoir's new season. And you join us this morning, well, it's not exactly a beautiful day here in Bristol, but it's a much needed one. We are being well laved. The sky has opened, water is falling in vast quantities, and there's even thunder and lightning, very, very frightening, coming out of the sky. And, well, it's just a perfect backdrop to come inside, gather around your computer screen and to sing some of the most beautiful music in the choral repertoire. We've got music by Mozart, we've got music by Haydn, we've got Rachmaninoff, Fauré, we've got pieces that we learnt years ago, pieces we learnt just last Wednesday, and even a preview of the piece we're going to learn this coming week. So you are all so very, very welcome. Make yourselves at home, and let me just double check that everything is working here in the live chat. And hello everyone, and in the piano department, do we have the Mozart Kyrie from the Coronation Mass? Do we have the Gloria from the little organ Mass? We do. We've got some Rachmaninoff, a Sanctus, for some reason I'm disappearing off the screen, the Benedictus. Oh, it's a nice piece, that. And finally, this new piece, Agnus by Haydn. Splendid. So, we've got a full programme of absolutely lovely music. It really is a top-notch programme today. And thank you, huge thanks to everyone who has already inundated, deluged, not just with rain, but I've been deluged with submissions for our mini Sing and Send project. Details are in the newsletter, and of course I went through what we had to do on Friday afternoon, but the elbow track is sounding amazing. I've been just stacking up those recordings. We've had nearly 40 submissions in so far, which is absolutely fantastic in just 2 days. If you're interested, check out Friday afternoon's Fun Friday broadcast. Have a look at the newsletter. It's all completely free. It's not even 5 seconds of singing, but what it is doing is creating a wonderful atmosphere in that elbow song. So I'll give you a little preview once we get started. But first of all, let me say hello to everyone. Good morning to all of you. Of course, hello to everyone who's watching but not in the chat. It's a very, very early morning in California, but I'm sure Helene and Bill and Val are watching. So hello to all of you. And to Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maury and everyone else. And hello to Alison. Hello, Christine. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Liz. Hello, Jill. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Irena. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jill. Hello, Linda. Hello, Michael. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Soraya. Hello, Wendy. Hello, everybody. Oh, and a very special good morning to Jill, who I know will be catching up later on, and indeed to Dave and Jill as well. So, everyone, lots of people talking about going off and singing and being in all sorts of exciting things, including murder mysteries, all sorts. Well, I hope you guys have got a fantastic day planned today. But thank you for making our Sing Sunday part of it. So let's sing Homechoir and start our broadcast this morning. You need a Homechoir in the key of B flat this morning. Rather relevant key to a lot of the stuff we're doing today. So if you could all sing Homechoir, we can start our show. Nice deep breath and... Beautifully sung, everyone. Thank you very much indeed for that rousing welcome to our first Sing Sunday of our new term. And, well, today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. We have most of the movements from the Sacred Mass. The Kyrie, a Gloria, a Sanctus, a Benedictus, and an Agnus Dei. And in place of the Creed, well, we're going to have Bogoroditse Dyevo by Rachmaninoff. The rest of the music is by Mozart, by Haydn, by Fauré. Very much a classical, beautiful selection. And, of course, the Agnus Dei, well, I don't want to give the game away, but we'll be learning it this coming Wednesday. So take this morning's little presentation of this recording as a preview, even an opportunity to practice your sight singing, because why not? And of course this Thursday, note Thursday, not Friday, because I'm going to be going to London to see my mother. So Thursday, this week at 2 o'clock, we have our fun session. And this is going to be a live composing session, very much in the style of the days of old. And we're going to be writing a new Mobile Madness song. I've got the perfect ringtone. It's the one that Anna uses to get us both up in the morning. And so it's going to make my eye twitch as I listen to it. But I've got a great concept for a song, starting to think of lyrics. Join me on Thursday and watch the madness unfold. And of course, I mentioned earlier on from our last Fun Friday session, we are working on the world's smallest virtual choir, online choir recording project. We're going to sing One Day Like This by Elbow, but just the refrain. And I asked you all to just record, throw those curtains wide, One Day Like This a Year would see me right. We've had now over 40 submissions. I stacked them all up this morning, and this is what it sounds like. This is a preview. Here we go. 1, 2, and off we go. How about that? That's Homechoir. One day like this a year would see me around. Now, if you want to be in that recording, you've still got best part of 4 weeks to record yourself just singing that simple phrase, simple harmonies. Just send it in to my email address. Follow the details in the newsletter and you can be in that massive choir. Come on, everyone. Give it a go. Now, of course, if you like what we do here on Homechoir, well, you can support us by becoming one of our fabulous donors. And it's very simple. Just go along to homechoir.org/donate and you can see all the information there as to how you can help us out. And even if you just buy us a coffee from time to time, or if you're kind enough to support us on a monthly basis, it all really helps. So huge thanks to everyone who helps keep us on the air. And of course, we have an email newsletter which is packed with all the important information, including about things like Sing and Sends, all our upcoming streams, news, scores, and quite often these days, newsletter subscriber only content. There'll be more of that coming soon, so don't miss a moment of your home choir. Go along to our website, sign up, and you're done. And we'll send you a special newsletter once a week, and we will sing you happy birthday when your special day rolls around, and we can see, well, it's Barbara and Jill's birthday today. Sarah is celebrating tomorrow, and then Kathy and Lorraine on Tuesday. So we'll sing for them in just a moment, but let's go full screen. Let's get ourselves warmed up. We've got some rather lovely music to sing this morning in the key of C major to start off with. So we'll think about the key of C in a minute, but let's just roll our shoulders around. Roll those shoulders round. That's great. Feel the tension going to the ground. I can see a little theme building up here. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath. And as you sigh, let your shoulders fall. Splendid. Rolling your head around. Feeling the stretch. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, take a nice deep breath and sigh. Fabulous. And again, gather up your breath. Breathe off into the corner of the room. Splendid. Great job, everyone. Thank you. As we're in the key of C for our Kyrie, we'll sing ya, 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 and ya, 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 ya. One more. Now your turn. Lovely. Now ma, 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 ma. Great. Now we sing ooh, and lovely. Now we sing oh, lovely. And we sing oh. There were two of them. And lovely. And we'll do just one more. And we'll sing And thank you very much, everyone. Well, we'll finish our brief little warm-up with our customary birthday sing for not one, not two, but 5 wonderful home choruses for Barbara, for Jill, for Sarah, for Kathy and Lorraine. Happy birthday to all of you. Ready? After 2, it's 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara, Jill, Sarah, Kathy and Lorraine. Happy birthday to happy return to the day to all of you. Have a fab one from all of us. So, as promised this morning, we've got lots of lovely music from the classical era, that is to say music by Mozart and Haydn. And, well, we're going to start off with our most recent piece that we learnt on Wednesday, the Kyrie from Mozart's Coronation Mass, composed when he was still a very young man, still living and working in Salzburg. And although we know it as the Coronation Mass, it was just a Mass in C for Mozart. It got its moniker from its continued use throughout the 19th century as the main work at all of the coronations of the Viennese imperial dynasty. A little bit like Zadok the priest is for the coronations here in the UK. And so we're starting off this morning with this bright and gorgeous Kyrie by Mozart. So everyone, if you would, nice deep breath, here we go. Oh, no, breathe out. Breathe normally. Let's try that again. And... Mozart knew what he was doing, didn't he? Fabulous writing there. And the Patchway Cathedral Choir and Orchestra sounding pretty good on this rainy Sunday morning. Now we're going to follow that with a piece, not by Mozart, but by his dear friend and mentor, Joseph Haydn. Now, we are no stranger to the music of Haydn here on this channel. And indeed, in a couple of weeks' time, myself and well over 100 people will be descending on Vienna to perform the wonderful Nelson Mass. In fact, we'll be at the Palace, where Haydn wrote most of his output, including this, the little organ mass, the Messe Sanctus Johannes de Deo. Now, it's known as the little organ mass because it's not a very big mass. It's nothing to do with the size of the instrument. And in fact, this particular Gloria here is one of our very earliest pieces that we learnt, would have been in the autumn of 2020. And so these are from the very early days of Patrae Cathedral Choir. I do hope you enjoy singing this one along. So here we go. It's the Little Organ Mass by Haydn. What a jolly little setting of the Gloria that is, and what a fabulous composer, of course, Haydn was. Not just of choral music, but of music in so many styles. He was, in his day, the most famous, the most beloved, and frankly, the best paid composer on the planet. You can kind of see why. Now we're going to move on from the classical era to the late romantic era. We're going to have some Rachmaninoff now. And this is a piece, again, we learnt early on in the life of the Homechoir channel. It is Bogoroditse Dyevo, the Ave Maria by Rachmaninoff from the Vespers. And this is a work that I've conducted with so many choirs. I've actually lost count at this point. It never fails, though, to stir the emotions and to raise the spirit. So let's sing together something quieter, more introspective, at least at the beginning, but it builds to that incredible climax towards the middle. Let's enjoy this together. Bogoroditse Dyevo. I think you can see and hear why that was such an early piece for this choir, such an iconic number that we have absolutely loved learning and singing together many, many times over the years, but it really does stir the soul. And so we're going to stop there for our minute of reflection, everyone. Those of you new to Sing Sunday, well, every time we sing together on a Sunday morning, we pause just for a minute. That's all. And we just think about what's going on in our world, what's going on in our community and in our lives. And the live chat is full of people sharing their news, both happy and challenging. And of course, to everyone in the live chat and watching at home, we send our very best and hope those of you going through tough times find solace and find comfort soon. To our world that seems increasingly riven with stress and with strife, we send music, we send love, and we send the thoughts of our community, particularly to those affected by that horrible disaster in Portugal just this week, to those places in the world that are still struggling with war, and for everyone living and working in their countries. We just send again our very best wishes and our love, and we urge people to think about the need to look after each other, regardless of whether the person that we're talking about has been your friend and neighbour for years, or whether there's someone who is fleeing trouble, strife, desperation themselves and seeking a place of solace and comfort. I think just as you would with a choir, you'd welcome somebody new into that choir. I think we as a world should be thinking along those lines, looking after our fellow human beings, because at the end of the day, the Earth is the only place that humanity exists as far as we know, and so we've got to look after each other. All that being said, everyone, let's bow our heads just for that minute, and then we'll sing some more lovely Mozart. Thank you so much, everyone. I don't know if you can hear, the Homechoir effect is definitely not in action today. It is pouring with rain. But let's drown out the sound of the impending storm with some beautiful music by Mozart, again from his Coronation Mass, the Sanctus. Now, we learnt this one in the summer, so if you fancy learning this one, have a look for Mozart Sanctus Homechoir on Google, available on YouTube and on all good internets near you. Let's sing this one together, a nice bright number by Wolfgang himself. Here we go. Such a bright piece. You can see why the Coronation Mass, well, why it achieved its legendary status. It's joyous, it's wonderful, and I think we'll learn a little bit more before the end of the year. But we're going to sing something completely different from the classical style. We're going to come back to the late Romantic, and we're going to call on Gabriel Fauré, he of the Requiem, and that's, of course, iconic alto part in the Sanctus. We're going to sing the Benedictus from his Messe Basse. And this is a work that we learnt earlier this year. It's absolutely beautiful. It's full of Fauré's trademark harmonic fingerprints, including, watch out for that little technique that the French composers use when they find a beautiful chord substitution, something that sounds particularly lovely, 2 chords, they love it so much they repeat it. This happens several times in this piece, but it's a great one to continue our Sing Sunday. So let's sing together the Benedictus by Fauré. For me, nobody writes that transition from darkness into light with more panache, with more style than Fauré. And we've got some more of his music coming in the forthcoming season. What a treat we have in store. And speaking of treats in store, our final sing this morning comes again from that little organ mass by Haydn. This is the third of the movements from that we'll have learnt. And we'll be learning it this coming Wednesday in full. Now, bear in mind, this is a moderately lengthy piece, so the session on Wednesday will be probably around about an hour. If you're going to join us live, well, as always, you can drop in or out as you please, and do please come along and keep us company as we learn this one. But then it will become a learning resource for the world to use, and if you watch it after it's streamed live, as with all our teaching videos, it will have the timestamps. You can jump straight to the relevant part of the rehearsal, and you can use it, well, for your own sight reading, for your own learning, or if your choir happens to be learning the work, it's a little bit of bonus learning resource for you. So this is Haydn's Agnus Dei from the Little Organ Mass. It's a new piece to us here on Homechoir, and the basses are going to lead us off. So do enjoy, everyone. Here we go. Agnus Dei.
Qui
I just love how peacefully the Dona Nobis Pacem concludes the Mass. Some of Haydn's Masses finish with a bang and a crash, but not the Little Organ Mass, and so that's the perfect way to wrap up our Sing Sunday. Hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Do please like, share and subscribe if you did, and do join us on Wednesday to learn that piece we just heard in full. Then Thursday this week, not Friday, we've got a very special Mobile Madness session before we go back to our regular broadcasting. And I'm looking forward to, obviously, to seeing you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Those celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to all of you. And otherwise, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.